And look, I gotta be honest. I blame the French.
I was about to say that. Yo, that's crazy. I was literally just about to say I blame the French. Where is our Quebec goalies? Hockey. Yes, sir.
Welcome back, everyone, and especially welcome back to Trill.
Thank you. Glad to be back.
It's very nice to have you. It's been a couple weeks now, and it feels like it's been forever.
It feels like months. It was honestly a needed break anyways.
Sure.
It was nice to be able to take some time off and just focus on my schedule. Had a tournament. That was really cool.
Nice.
Played in the women's elite division.
Nice.
Got thumped. We got absolutely rocked. Let me tell you, those Alberta teams, they're something special.
Yeah.
We got absolutely dog walked by a couple real skilled teams. So
sure.
But it was fun. It was really fun.
Yeah.
I did my part.
Hell yeah.
That's
all they can ask.
Yep. I played shutdown.
Nice.
I ran it well.
I'll tell you, I had a playoff beer league game.
Yeah.
Like immediately following Canada's loss.
Oh.
Like it was for real. Like Canada loses, devastation. Take a quick nap. Do this pod with the Pope here, and then try and get another quick nap in, and then go play my playoff game.
That's tough.
And it was a devastating 3-2 overtime loss.
That's brutal.
On the same day as Canada's devastating 2-1 overtime loss.
You got to like really emulate what you just saw.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah.
That's tough. That's so freaking tough.
It was not a good day for Tico over here. But that's okay.
Yeah, valid. I actually haven't even seen that game still. Like
really?
I still haven't gone to watch it. It just brings me too much misery to go back and like I know what's gonna happen. You know?
Yeah.
It's like watching the Hindenburg flying over the skies before, you know. It's like wow, or like watching the Titanic take off from port. It's like wow, neat. I know how that ends.
It's tough because like in the moment, like last week when we did the show, it was right after the game.
Yeah, you sounded hoarse.
Yeah. I did sound hoarse. I don't really be like a TV yeller at all, but like when the whole house we were all getting fired up, and you know it's 5 a.m, and it was just so close so many times.
I'm not during regular season games, but in the playoffs and the games that matter, I will.
Yeah.
I go into full mode. Like I go into on the bench mode. I'm cussing out the ref. I'm screaming at everyone.
It was really the miss too many men call. Kaz and I were just losing our minds over that.
I mean, especially after it just happened previously.
Yeah.
Like I do have the footnotes, so I do know what happened during the game.
Yeah, for sure.
Not to drag down the vibe or anything, but like just to preface that, like my grandfather died.
Yeah.
Like when did the gold medal goal like go in? Like when did that happen? That was like 10 o'clock.
Would have been about 8. Yeah.
8? Yeah, okay. So like my grandfather died like 2 hours later. So I was like I was in the hospital. I was busy. So that sucked.
Condolences for sure.
Thank you. But the family's doing good. They're all right. But yeah, I just never got a chance to like watch the game, and then I was just too preoccupied with everything else to do that.
Sure.
But that's okay because Canada had their own funeral and shit to attend to.
Yeah, I mean, it's so tough, right? Because we don't have to like relitigate it. We talked about it last week, and like there was so many things where I was like, okay, well it's fine. Like you don't have to worry about this not being Canada's game anymore. It's just America's moment. Canada dominated them the entire game. In a single elimination format with a 3-on-3 overtime, that can happen. That's just sports.
And we know how the future looks. We see all the talent coming through the pipeline. We've talked about it multiple times on the show. Like it's not like we're remotely concerned.
No, but it makes it much harder once the rest of this stuff starts coming out, right? Which hadn't happened when we were here last week. I mean,
oh boy.
Yeah.
Woof. Don't make hockey political, they said, as they went and made it political.
Yeah, as they brought the director of the FBI into their dressing room.
Like, what the
Yeah. No, it's really rough, and I'll tell you out the gate, the first thing that really comes to mind is like, you know, the joke at the expense of the women. They all laugh.
Yep.
they start, the White House is putting out AI videos of Brady Tkachuk calling Canadians maple syrup eating fucks.
Yep.
And it, what it really ruined is the Gaudreau moment, which was so beautiful
and special.
I was so actually that made me much less sad about Canada losing, watching that moment on the ice
and seeing Werenski go and grab his kids and
the family.
Yeah, go and take them all out onto the ice to the family photo with the whole team, and everyone who cared about Johnny was there. It was such a special moment. Wow. And then you just go and act like a total ass after. It's
well, and what it really did for me is it was just another reminder of this kind of rotten old boys club where that sort of, warmth and empathy is only extended to those that are considered, quote, one of them.
Yes, that's so exactly it, and you can see it in the blindness of the statements that come after the fact as well. I mean, we don't even have any of the men's team taking accountability for what they said.
No, of course not.
The best we got was, yeah, it shouldn't have happened. And
yeah.
we do respect them.
We do love them.
And that was Swayman of all people that was
shout out to Jeremy.
But most of the other team was just yeah, I don't know.
And I love
it's just a joke. It's okay, yeah, but it's always just a joke. Because we never get serious.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
Yeah, 100%, right? And it's tough, right? Because then they go to the White House, and it's more than usual. I think that's where this is getting really twisted. I mentioned this to PJ last night. We were talking about it. Is in the past, I never saw the White House visit as overly political. Honestly.
No.
When I didn't during Trump's first term. I didn't during either the Biden or the Obama administrations, nor the Bush administration. It was just an honor. You go to the White House. It's you have you meet the guy, whatever.
It's the national team thing. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, now though, and that's kind of the defense people are using is what do you mean? This is par for the course, right? And it's okay, but now it's very clearly different, right? We're giving presidential medals of freedom to the goaltender.
We're playing documentaries of Melania.
They're
during a State of the Union address while you have the players there,
and
which is super bizarre.
Yeah, they're attending the State of the Union address, which is it is unusual.
It's not typically during the visit.
No.
It's never scheduled on the same time.
You have players wearing political affiliated gear, right? Tage Thompson wearing the Make America Great Again hat and things like that. This is not par for the course, and we're seeing that reflected across other pro athletes, right? Because the other defense is, well, it's just an honor and it's just what you do. And it's yeah, but it's not, right? The Seattle Seahawks didn't go to the White House.
And it's beyond that because the IOC doesn't allow athletes to compete that are politically affiliated. You're supposed to be a neutral athlete.
Yeah.
That participates for your country. That's
the women didn't go, the Seahawks didn't go. You're supposed to be neutral. And they just are so clearly, whether or not they have decided this or not, they're being used as political props.
Very clearly, they're being used as it was nothing but a propaganda march. He knew that he was going to have the eyes of the entire world on the White House while those guys came to visit. Immediately after the gold. So he threw a State of the Union address in there too.
Yeah, and a Presidential Medal of Freedom.
You immediately become you're a prop. You're a pawn. You are now just a tool in the propaganda machine, and that should have been the first red flag should have been Kash Patel in your frickin' locker room.
Yeah,
what the hell? And then second of all, it just such poor taste.
Yeah, it's tough, right? I don't really have a ton of sympathy for it anymore because the Seahawks one is the big one for me, where it's the excuse is always, oh, well, these are just dumb athletes who don't know anything and don't care, and they're just basically ittle bitty babies. What are they supposed to know? And it's yeah, but people do. You know what I mean? It's not. This isn't people get into the like, well, what are they supposed to just stand up for everything, every single thing that you believe in, and they can't have differing beliefs? And it's like, yeah, but everybody knows about the Epstein files. You can't tell me that this is some niche thing that a couple people know about. Like, you're getting on the side of the pedophiles, and if you're going to do that, go for it. But we're allowed to call you a moron.
Absolutely. I mean, there's always been social consequence to like this. Like that's just the way it's gone.
Yeah.
And I mean, like beyond that, even stripping away the Epstein files, which is a whole other frickin' iceberg in itself. Like you still have ICE running through the streets, literally executing American citizens at this guy's will, who he's excusing, he's giving pardons to, essentially giving them the will to do it.
He's championing them.
Yeah. That's you. That blood is on your hands now, big dog.
Well, and that's where, like,
Quinn Hughes plays in Minnesota.
That's exactly where I was going. Like, that's where, the Pope had asked if I had changed my views on Quinn Hughes, and it's like, yeah, kind of. I mean, the people of Minnesota are unhappy, shockingly.
They have a Gestapo running through their neighborhoods. I'd be unhappy too.
I would also be unhappy with old Captain Quinn Hughes there. And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you make your own choices. You get to pick the bed that you lay in. But you can't be like, oh, why is everyone so negative when they call you out for it,
Yeah, or Tage Thompson with the, we should be able to announce our political affiliation without, fear of people coming after us. And it's like, weird. You have a problem with people coming after you for like your beliefs, the same thing that your government's been doing for the last 4 years to every marginalized community.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, it's really just one of those things where it's like, if you can't accept that, I actually only really think that it's the past, like since Trump started his second term, where like it became fully mask off, right? Yeah. There's no care in the world anymore. And so, I mean, if you can't like accept that, like, okay, the playing field is a little bit different now. Even as someone who I consider myself fairly apolitical when it comes to caring about what a hockey player believes in. If you pick a side and you can't accept that like things are different and people are gonna be like upset about that, I mean, you might have Brady Tkachuk's level of reading comprehension.
Yeah, I mean, it's a basic empathy thing, right? Like I find it ironic that hockey all the time talks about this code that they instill in the youth.
Yeah.
That all of these morals and values mean more than skill, and if you don't uphold the values of the team, then you'll be cut, and and there's repercussions. Yeah. And yet we just like never really see that, like outside of maybe U15.
Hey, you know what? Actually, we did see it this week, and we're going to talk about it at the end of the show.
And okay, I have no idea what we're talking about because I probably missed that. But sure,
no, you did. It just broke literally, I think, while you were on your way here this morning. So that's great. But we do. I think it's important to understand that of the 700 plus NHL players, I don't imagine every single one of them is a piece of shit.
No, totally. And I mean, like, that's the thing, right? Like, there are good people in hockey. Yeah. There are. Like, I love some of the connections that I've made through hockey, and I value them greatly, and I carry them through my life every day.
Sure.
Like, I still check in with, like, some of my old teammates, some of my old mentors and coworkers. But, yeah, you just can't excuse this behavior anymore, and there's no reason, there's absolutely no way that you can excuse the ignorance. Like, you know what type of time it is. You know who you're standing beside. You know what's come out.
Yeah.
Even if you try to ostrich yourself and bury your head in the sand, it's impossible to avoid.
Yeah. Like, I feel like even the most like non-paying attention of people like who don't watch the news or follow news accounts on X or like anything like that, like Pope, have you ever heard of Jeffrey Epstein?
Like, I don't.
You know who he is?
Like, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
See, even that, even just like that. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Like everybody knows what's going on.
Yeah. Even if you are the
I'm
most unnews, like Pope, you're 20, right?
Yeah. No, I'm 21.
Okay, well, like that's the age where you're surely not that tapped in with the world news.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like did you know that like Israel and the United States bombed Iran today?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Oh wow, okay, that's
wow.
actually okay. Maybe Pope is tapped in.
I was saying this to Reese last night. Like this USA is like the most that I've been tapped into politics in my entire life.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard not to be.
But that's just it, right? That's from the, don't make it political crowd. It's like, well, you've made it political.
It's hard not to like look into it now.
How
even
could
if
you not?
Weren't. Like,
yeah.
I
don't know. It's a bad look, but I think at the end of the day, the history books will remember. And that's all that matters.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's fair for your taste to have soured on these players. I mean, like, I definitely look at Jack Hughes the same. I'm pretty upset that I traded for him now. I don't want him on my team.
Yeah.
Like, he's just on both of my fantasy teams for life. Like, I just have to deal with that.
And what a shame, right? Because, like honestly, that photo of Jack Hughes with the busted tooth draped in the American flag after scoring the gold-winning goal.
It should be special. It should be cool.
That's one of the most iconic freaking moments in hockey history. And even as a Canadian who was heartbroken about the loss, I looked at that and I was like, damn, that's hard.
It went crazy.
And
it
then
went really crazy.
He has to like laugh along with this fat pedo making fun of his mother, and it's like, okay, I guess never mind.
Exactly. That's like literally it. And then his mom comes out and apologizes on their behalf and says it's not a big deal. Women once again apologizing for men. It's like, good God.
Hockey boy moms are crazy, honestly. All right, well, I think that's all we have to get off about that. Do you have anything else?
Just to like curtail all this into like yet another fabulous point. Because I've said it once before, and like I was kind of criticized for it, and fair, because it sucks to hear.
Okay.
When we were talking about the trans thing and trans people in sport, and how it affects the game,
sure,
I was like, it's a moot point. It doesn't make sense. It's nonsensical to assume that someone would want to transition just to dominate women's sports and win all these medals.
Yeah.
Because they don't respect women's sports.
No.
I said that, and everyone was like, well, that's not true. We respect women's sports. We love women's sports. And it's like, that's not true. Look at this. Look at the attitude. Look at the collective attitude when the doors are closed, when it's just men talking with men.
And even when they're open, like look at the White House, Twitter account. Look at Donald Trump's messaging. Not a word was spoken when the women won, and as soon as the men win, they go crazy.
Yeah. They don't care. They just don't care about women's sports. So the idea that a man would transition to a woman to dominate sport is f***ing insane.
To dominate something that they think is worthless?
Like, that's insane.
Doesn't make any sense.
It's as simple as a trans woman transitioning to better suit their identity so they feel comfortable and still trying to connect with the sport that they love. Yeah. Because the community is awesome and playing hockey is awesome and everyone deserves to play hockey because it's freaking awesome.
On that note, I had this at the end, but I'd like to just say it now because the San Jose Sharks just keep becoming one of the most likable teams in hockey to me. And Alexander Wennberg and Tyler Toffoli were out there today behind the benches coaching for their 4th annual Pride scrimmage that they do between Team Teal front office, Team Trans, and the San Francisco Earthquakes LGBTQ plus team. So not only getting some pride representation in there, but actually going as far as to have legit trans representation in there.
That's so freaking cool.
So
I could cry. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I might just be a Sharks fan at this point. Like
honestly, vibes.
Fucking my team had a moment of silence for Charlie friggin' Kirk. Like, I think I'm kind of done with the Devils, honestly. Like I'm done with Devils management. I'm done with Devils messaging. I'm done with the Devils players. I can't handle this bullshit anymore.
They really did that?
Yeah, they did that. They really did that. Minnesota did that too, and then Minnesota also didn't have a moment of silence for Alex Preddy or Renee Good, who were executed by ICE agents in the street, who are public servants like that. Like Alex Preddy worked as a nurse in a veterans office.
If you had told me 5 years ago that like Presidential Medal of Freedom will be awarded in 2025, 2026 to Connor Hellebuck and Charlie Kirk. I'd be like, hey, what?
Yeah, what do you mean? Yeah, so like, you know what?
Shout out to the Sharks.
I might be traded at the deadline.
Yeah,
I might be. You know what?
First deal of the deadline.
I think I've been scratched. I've been in the press box for like a little bit, and
roster management reasons.
I think my agent might be picking up the phone here pretty quick. I don't know. Like,
yeah, I mean, yeah, I did just I thought it was really cool. I mean, because we talked about this a little bit during the Pride stuff, right? Is that like, and kind of in that heated rivalry thing, right? Where it's there's this like idea of LGBTQ plus pride, but it tends to only extend to gay and bi people.
Yeah.
And so to actually have, NHL players during all of this, doing something for the whole community, but including explicitly the trans community, that's really cool.
That makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Like that's so incredible. Shout out the Sharks.
Yeah.
That's so dope.
Shout out to Foley.
Shout out Tyler Toffoli. Shout out Alex Wemberg.
Yeah.
Love. Just incredible.
Love.
Also, I just wanted to point out, I can't escape Oli Mata. Why the hell is Oli Mata being mentioned? Like, I every time I watch a broadcast of anything,
yeah,
it's like watching a Team Canada game. They weren't even playing frickin' against Oli Mata, and they were like, and then they just started talking about it. It was like, oh, Macklin Celebrini, most points as a
teenager,
as a teenager in the Olympics since Oli Mata. I was like, no.
All right. Well, we are back now into the NHL swing of things, so we should get back into the NHL. And it wasn't this outpour of trades when the floodgates opening when the roster freeze ended. But it sounds like things are starting to slowly heat up, and it does feel like there's going to be like something that breaks the dam. Some sort of move that opens those floodgates.
Oh, totally. And I mean, like I said it earlier, getting your work done early, normally a great idea.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Unless it's the Olympics.
Yeah, that's right.
Because what are you going to do with a Panarin when Kevin Fiala's gone?
Yeah, dead.
Whoops.
Whoopsie daisy. So, yeah, I mean, this is our final episode pre-NHL trade deadline.
Yeah, no, I love the deadline episodes. They're some of my favorite.
Yeah.
I really love that that season kind of ending drama when we're leading right into the rising action of the playoffs. It's just prime.
Yeah.
Prime conversation, prime content. Like it's so good. This is what I live for.
Yeah, so I thought today we'd do it a little bit different rather than trying to like lay down predictions on who goes where, which we've done in the past and things like that, and just do some straight up like gambling lines essentially. These aren't actual gambling lines set by any sportsbook or anything like that.
But if you are going to gamble, then do it at DraftKings Sportsbook.
Always. But just some over-unders. Some basic over-unders on what's going to happen at the deadline. I want to get your guys' takes and see where we land when the dust all settles next week and we're here.
Okay, I love it. This sounds awesome.
I do like that PJ just added to this list. Over-under 0.5 trills moved, 0 last year. We should start there. I'm going to take the over. I'm going to take the over. I think you're going to the Sharks, and I think I might join you there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Hey, you know what? Cali trip sometime? That'd be fun.
California. I've been to San Jose.
I can't vote on that because that'd be collusion, and I don't want to be investigated by the league. I saw what happened to Shane Pinto.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Emmanuel Clase.
I'll keep
PJ, where you at on that? You think Trill's on the move?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to wake up one day and your phone's going to be blowing up.
Yeah, it's crazy. You can get that Friedman bomb. You're going to find out from Friedman that the team's not calling you.
Real. They're done with me.
Yeah.
Relationships have soured.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm going to wake up in Teal one day and be like, what the hell happened?
Yeah. All right, for real, though, we got over under 4.5 on first-round picks moved. Last year, there was 5 first-round picks moved. Do we think we're going to be more than that this year, less than that this year?
Under.
You're taking the under there?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to take the under on that as well because, like, last year, 2 of those were in the Rantanen trade, and I don't know that we have a Rantanen caliber player moving this time.
Not one that's, like, on a decline. So there's going to be bargaining involved, and then, I think we're only going to see, like, 1 pick attached to anything like that.
I do think,
like if we see a Pettersson move, a Stamkos move, there might be a first attached to that, but certainly not two.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I don't know. Teams get antsy this time of year.
It's true.
That's gonna be a close line, I think. Still, PJ, what do you think?
I think it's definitely an under.
Yeah.
I feel like if we pulled up a big board of like the likely traded players.
Yeah.
Aside from like Trocheck.
Yeah, I mean Trocheck.
I feel like there's really not like a guaranteed. That's not true.
I feel like Mackenzie Weegar is gonna net a first.
Yeah.
I'm not really like. That's not on my radar of things that's gonna happen though. Okay. Just me personally. I'll be surprised.
No, I think Dallas would do that. I've heard they're in.
I also think Kadri would net a first, in all honesty. Maybe a conditional one.
Yeah, probably conditional, but like probably would. Yeah. Yeah. Because Colorado's been sniffing again, hey?
Oh, yeah.
And they just cleared up a whole bunch of space moving Sam Girard.
Yeah.
So.
I think one of those goalies would catch a one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's definitely possible, but I'm also going to say the under.
All right. Fair enough.
I just think the market's going to be slower this year. And I think that a lot of the pieces that we see moving are going to be more the budget pieces. I don't think the big ticket window items are going to move.
No. I mean, there's not a lot of big ticket rentals.
I don't think Dougie Hamilton's moving. I think the Devils are going to absolutely that. I think they're probably going to drop the ball and then be like, we'll just go with him for another year. The relationship's soured, and we've proved that we don't want him or need him. But you know what? We're just going to keep him around now and run it back. It's like
it's tough, right? I mean, it's different this year, right? You can't. There's the hard cap in the playoffs.
Yeah, you can't fudge anything. And
so I think
unless you're retaining, Dougie's making like 7-8 mil.
I think he's making 9. No.
Oh my God.
UFA 2027, 2028. Like those types of deals. That's the thing is I do think like Elias Pettersson, Dougie Hamilton, those guys are like draft trades, like trades at the draft.
Yeah.
When teams have more flexibility and more time to make it work down the road, things like that. Like those are hard to make as deadline trades. But we'll see. Over under on 5.5 conditional picks moved.
Over.
You taking the over?
Over. Definitely.
There was shockingly only 5 conditional picks traded at last year's deadline. Just to be different from y'all, I'm going to take the under here.
Okay. That's a smart bet. That is the smart bet, but I think there's going to be a lot of like fudgy like 7th round
conditional to a 4th or something.
Yeah,
stupid.
if player plays X amount of games in playoffs, it's like, okay.
I actually set this line originally higher and then looked at how few actually were conditional last year and was like, okay, maybe I'll lower this line a little bit.
Yeah, I think 5's a good, like 5.5's a good set. I'm taking that over though.
I couldn't find a stat on what it was last year, so I just made up a line on salary retention. I got 4.5 deals with salary retention.
I think that's an over just because I feel like most trades that are like are rentals always have retention.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's just a natural over.
Yeah, see, I originally was going to take the under here. But I'm going to take the over for the same reason I was just talking about the salary cap in the playoffs mattering. I think teams are going to care more about the retention this year than they have in years past. Just to make those numbers work in the playoffs.
You know what? To be different, I will take the under on this one.
Yeah.
And my principle on that is that the cap's going up.
Sure.
And I think that a lot of these teams that are in the market have enough cap space that they can probably work something out just by moving assets.
There definitely are more teams this year with like ample cap space.
Yeah,
right.
Like as long as we're excluding like the Knights or like Tampa, the ones that are truly capped out.
Right.
But like like Colorado doesn't even need retention right now. Colorado's got like 8.6 mil in cap space. Like that's scary.
Yeah.
Like there are some teams that are hitters that have cap.
LA's still got a bunch of cap space. And they just added Panarin.
Yeah. Yeah. No, like
it's crazy.
Like, yeah. So I'll actually take the under on this to be different.
Okay. And the next couple here are like 0.5. So basically just is it going to happen or no? 3-team trade.
Yes.
Yeah,
Over.
you like it?
I don't,
No.
because I don't think there's like a big trade. I mean, for what you just said, Tro, like I don't think there's a trade where like no one's like super capped out where like this team has to take on $2 million to make it work.
But I think that some teams do need that, and I think that a team like the Knights trying to add like a Stamkos would be juicy.
It's definitely possible, but I also, on top of that, I don't think there's like a super big dog.
I think the only way it happens, personally, is like if Stamkos is going back to the Lightning.
Yes, that too. And the Lightning have actually been pretty common in three-way trades to resecure players.
Yep.
Didn't we see that with the oh, don't give me his name.
Okay.
Tall,
So-
gangly dude, beard, used to be good.
Talking about
Yeah.
Ryan
Yeah.
McDonough.
Yeah, McDonough.
I don't think that was a three-way trade, actually. I think
Was
that
it
was
not?
just a send him home trade.
Oh, yeah, it was a mercy trade.
From Nashville to Tampa.
Hey, you know what?
Same.
There might be another mercy trade in the books. But
That's
I
actually
will
that would actually be so funny. Like Nashville just keeps like
steal it.
getting guys, and then they're just like, "Can you send me back?" And they're like, "Okay, I guess."
signs them off free agency and then holds them hostage and trades them back for value.
That's unreal.
Gas.
Okay, I'm gonna take the under on 0.53 team trades. Kind of similar to you, Pope. I just don't know that there's gonna be anything that really calls for it. It very well could happen, but let's go to 0.5 on starting goaltenders moved. Basically leaves you Binnington and Bobrovsky.
I feel like I don't believe it's gonna happen, but that it should happen.
I'm gonna give you a sneaky add-in to that Bobrovsky and Binnington, and give you Kevin Lankinen as well.
And Gibson. Let's throw in Gibson in there. Is
Oh,
Detroit
yeah.
making playoffs?
Yeah,
I haven't looked at standings right now.
I don't think Gibson's going anywhere.
Oh, okay. If they're in the playoff race, then never mind.
They definitely are. Yeah.
I dead ass haven't watched hockey in like 2 weeks. Sorry.
It's okay.
I mean, like
there's
aside
been
from
no
the
NHL
Olympics.
hockey. There's been no NHL
Yeah,
hockey in 2 weeks besides
I mean, I guess
the last
so.
2 days.
So I guess maybe the last month then.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
Lankinen barely a starter, but
I mean, but that's actually what I was thinking of more than Bobrovsky. Binnington is like your Jari, Lankinen, Skinner type starters.
yeah,
I think those guys are more likely to move than like Binnington is. I'm still going to take the under and agree that it should happen.
I'll take the over
Yeah.
again to be different because I think that Binnington is going to move, but I think Binnington's going to move to a team that's dying and going to die.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be like dragged out to the back of the barn and,
Yeah.
But I have a take actually that I want to share here. I kind of thought
hit
of
me
it
with
the
it.
other day. I think that in the Olympics when we have best on best,
Mm-hmm.
there's always a goalie that is born, like a legacy that is born out of the Olympics.
Sure.
And this year that was Dustile. Definitely.
Yeah.
Without an argument.
Makes me very happy.
And there's always a goalie that goes to die, like a ship out to sea.
Do you think that's Jordan?
I think that's Benner. Who was it
Not.
before? Ryan Miller.
Yeah.
Those especially in particular letting in the golden goal.
Yeah.
I think it's a career killer.
Yeah. I think that's a great take. I really hope that's not the case for Jordan Binnington because that's all Canada has.
Logan Thompson.
Sure. You hope he's still in form in 2030.
Isn't Charlie Lindgren Canadian too?
I don't know actually.
that sucks.
You know what, Jay? I'm trying to be positive over here. God damn it.
We were talking about this last week, but it is kind of spooky for Canada in the goaltending department. And the tough thing is like it's kind of exciting, but just for too young. Like 2028 and 2030 is not soon enough for Ravensburg, Ivan Kovic, Carter George to all be like dedicated starters, let alone dedicated starters trusted for Team Canada.
No, totally.
So like there actually does seem for the first time in forever like there's some help coming, And look, I gotta be honest. I blame the French.
I was about to say that. Yo, that's crazy. I was literally just about to say I blame the French. Where is our Quebec goalies?
It's all we rely on them for.
Where's the conveyor belt of goalies? This is your only job.
It's legitimately the only job. The coasts are holding up their end of the bargain. BC has been pumping out first overall picks like there's no tomorrow. Nova Scotia has been giving us, some of the greatest players of a generation in Nathan McKinnon and Sidney Crosby. Ontario always does their part. Even the Prairies are doing their part. We only rely on the French for the net.
We literally deal with y'all all the time, and you can't even give us some goalies. Like, you elected the Bloc Québécois.
Yeah.
What?
Martin Brodeur.
And you can't even give us a goalie? That's
Carey
crazy.
Price.
That's rude. It's selfish. How dare you?
Marc-Andre Fleury.
Sacré bleu.
Sacré bleu. That's crazy. I can't believe we're on the same page on that.
That was insane. You literally took the words out of my mouth. Like, I was literally right there.
Yeah, Quebec, you got to pick up your act here.
For God's sakes. Like,
are any of those upcomers, Carter George, Ivan Kovic, or Ravensbergen, are any of them from Quebec, PJ? Can you look that up?
Ivan Kovic, Ravensbergen, and those are not French names.
In all fairness, neither is Roberto Luongo, who was also
That's
born
fair.
and raised in Quebec. It's the most Italian name ever. Thunder Bay, Ontario for Carter George. I'm going to say none of these guys are from Quebec, though. You're right.
Yeah, I don't think so. Mississauga, Ontario. North Van. All right. Yeah, so none of those goalies
No.
are from Quebec.
Quebec's
So
got to pick up the slack here.
point still proven.
Yeah, we really need it. Well, all we need is goalies. Look, you gave us Marc-Andre Fleury, you gave us Martin Brodeur, you gave us Roberto Luongo, who, despite his very Italian-sounding name, grew up in Quebec. That's all we need from you, really.
Truly.
All right.
What do we got next?
Last up, over 1.5 players making $7 million or more moved.
Over.
Easy over.
Easy over.
Because I think Stamkos and Kadri are guarantees.
Yes.
Okay.
So, but if you made that 2.5,
Spooky.
then I got to think about it.
I'm going to take the under here. I'll be different because I don't think Stamkos moves. I think Kadri's the only one. I think Dougie Hamilton, Robert Thomas, Steven Stamkos, and Elias Pettersson all stay.
I think Pettersson goes. I think you hate the return. I think Kadri goes. I think that's actually going to be a better return than it should be. Thomas stays. Hamilton stays. Shouldn't stay, but will stay.
Yeah.
I really don't understand what it is with management groups. Like, taking massive dumps on players, like, in the public eye and releasing statements about players that are, like, kind of inflammatory to a degree.
Sure.
And then not moving them. I mean, it just always confuses the shit out of me. Like, Elvis Merzlikins is still in Columbus.
Yes, he is. That was years ago now.
That's
crazy.
insane. And like, their GM was literally just like, this guy's ass, and we don't want him, and no one else wants him, so we're just stuck with him. And it's like,
I guess he wasn't lying.
that's crazy, though.
That's crazy.
Like,
crazy work.
Like, how do you go and, like, put on that jersey every day just knowing the guy that runs the team hates your guts?
You, yeah.
Like,
yeah, for real.
He'd rather just put in a shooter tutor. Like, God damn it.
Yeah. No,
I'd kill my
agree
soul.
with all
Like,
that.
I've worked in some toxic environments before, and, like, that one would really hurt. That
Yeah.
would suck.
Yeah. No doubt. Okay. That's all I had. Do we have any other ones? PJ, do you have any lines in mind at all?
I do.
Yeah.
Over under on defenseman moved, set at 3.5.
I mean, way over.
Yeah, I'm going to take the over on that.
Yeah?
I don't know about way over, but I will take the over. I think, some of those, like, bottom pair guys that just bring in as insurance for when inevitably injuries happen. Like, we're going to see a lot of those. Tyler Myers.
Okay, hey, I forgot he was on the trade block, actually.
Well, they
That
tried to
will
trade him.
happen.
They tried to trade him the other day. He got held out of the game for roster management reasons, but wouldn't waive his NMC for
Tough.
Detroit.
Really?
Yeah. It's actually really funny because genuinely, like, hours before that happened, I was talking to my brother at work about what the Canucks should do. And he goes, I think they should move Tyler Myers. And I said, I have a feeling that Tyler Myers, with a young family, loves the city, spends his off seasons in BC, is not going to waive an NMC. And then like 2 hours later, he gets held out of the game for roster management reasons. And my brother's like, I told you, he's getting traded. And then it comes out that he didn't waive. And I came back the next day and I was like, I told you, guy.
I know this team. I mean, fair though. Hey, that's really going to be the hard lesson from this. This is what we can end on. That's going to be the hard lesson that like GMs are going to pull from this season in particular.
Yeah.
No more NMCs.
I think you might be right.
Or very limited NMCs. Like that's going to start to be like the superstar clause in the NFL where like you give out 1 or 2 and like that's it.
I think you might be right. I mean, this season has proven how, unlike years past where we've seen the landscape be very similar on what teams are the elite teams and what teams are the non-elite teams, this year has felt like any team can go any way in a way that it hasn't in the past. You know, you look at the team like the Florida Panthers going from back-to-back champions to likely not making the playoffs this year.
I mean, and you can blame injuries. I mean, Barkov just going down in practice in a freak
sure, but like
twist.
I mean, this goes for the Toronto Maple Leafs as well, who do lose, obviously one of their stars, but
we knew what type of time it was with the Leafs because we saw how little work they did to replace that caliber of skill.
But even then, like, you go from a fighting for a President's Trophy team to missing the playoffs with one player missing. I mean, like,
that's tough.
This season's been so volatile, and teams are having to switch course quickly and drastically. And yeah, for teams that the New Jersey Devils are one of these teams as well. And I think teams are hopefully learning, maybe not learning, but hopefully learning that in a league as volatile as the NHL, you can't have NMCs everywhere.
No,
because you might have to switch gears in a hurry.
It's just bad form.
Yeah,
it's bad form, especially with where we're at now.
Yeah, that's a good point. PJ, you got anything else? All right, this was a pleasure. Trill, it's really a pleasure to have you back. This was fun.
It's a blast to be back. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
It's always a treat to be here. Thank you to the listeners, of course.
Yes.
And yeah, blast to be back. Exciting times. About to dive into the best part of the season. So,
and we'll be back for the post trade deadline recap next week.
Yeah, exciting. Man, I'm excited.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see how these over-unders pan out. This was a great idea.
Yeah, we'll take a look at them for sure. As always, I'm Tico. This is my co-host.
I'm yours, Trilly.
Over there, we got the Pope.
Producer Jay.
As always, keep your dang head up.
Keep your head up.
Boom.
Boom.
Stick talk. Stick talk. Stick talk.